Whoa. Welcome to a new Dave's Classic Garage Tools video, and this time I'm back at Pete's Classic Garage, the Mustang man in Melbourne South, to take a look at a couple of his own cars out back and another racer he has some work to do on.
Right, Pete, you already treated me to a start-up on this beast, so tell us all about it.
This is my work truck. I don't drive it every day, it's not very economical.
That sounds fantastic, Pete.
Yeah, it's a good car. Great car. Great fun to drive.
This is the Fairlane year. They only made a Fairlane that 1 year. This is my 5th Ranchero. There's another one in the corner over there. I don't know, I'm a bit of a ute fan, I suppose. I like old American utes. This one came from California. This is genuine sun-baked paint, not manufactured sun-baked paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weapon.
It certainly sounds a beast. What have you done to the engine on this?
The motor out of it came out of one of the other Rancheros, which was an X-Drag car. So the bottom end is all 428 bits and factory GT heads with a roller cam, just a little carburetor, factory drag pack extractors, which might be a little bit noisy. Yeah, it goes well. Just all good bits, really.
And what sort of use does this get?
What sort of use?
Yeah, use, yeah.
Drove it to Winton the other day. It was a 5-hour up and down trip.
Yeah.
Got about 10 miles to the gallon, I think. And it's a little bit thirsty, but it's really low. The tacho was on 3.5 at 110 kilometres an hour, and so that's probably why it uses a lot of petrol.
Yeah.
I only drive it around the factory area here.
It's it's certainly
it's different.
Definitely. Fairlane as well. So Fairlane is the sort of trim level, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fairlane's a model, right? You would buy a Ford Falcon, or you would buy a Ford Fairlane. Yeah. And the Fairlane was usually the bigger car with the deluxe interior and the better version. This was a 1 year thing. In 1967 they made a Fairlane ute. You can tell from the inside it's really quite luxurious compared to a normal ute.
Was there a demand for that from the American public, or just a?
They didn't sell that many, 14,000 or something, I think. It's not a very big number.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just my own quirkiness, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, actually, Max says I like boxy cars.
Right.
He likes round one. I like boxy ones.
That's a beast, isn't it? All right, and another one of your own next to you.
Oh, that one, yeah. That's it's a Shelby clone. Carroll Shelby made one red 1966 convertible GT350. He made 4 in total, but only one red one. This is a car I bought, and it had lots of rust in it, so we needed to restore it. And then it went too far. And then we couldn't just make nothing out of it. We had to make something out of it. And I was lucky I had a guy named Max Hayes working here at the time. And he did all the metal work for me. And, you know, the gaps are perfect.
He's known for those, isn't he?
He is known for that. He's a
couple of little special editions down the side as well that he's had to fabricate himself.
Yeah, he handmade these in steel. And he handmade the bonnet for me, and the gaps are just, you know, stunning. And I don't know, they didn't shut like that in 1966.
Sounds like a Merc.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. We pull something apart, we need to fix it. It's very hard to put all the time in for a customer. It's very easy to put the time in for yourself. This would have 1,000 hours in it.
Right.
It's very hard to bill 1,000 hours.
Sure.
The amount of time I can personally spend to get something right sometimes is unbillable.
Yeah.
You know, or not many people are willing to pay the money.
Yeah.
Pete hasn't been totally true to Shelby's original though. Under the bonnet of this hand-built C-code beauty, there's a 331 Ford roller cam engine with all the best rotating parts, with dart cylinder heads and a genuine 1967 Shelby inlet manifold. It was built with supercharging in mind from the outset, with a Paxton supercharger sent back to the US for a rebuild. There's a ton of other upgrades, too long to mention here, but if you're interested, it is up for sale on car sales, where the rest of the details can be found. The changes don't just stop underneath though, and it's inside that Pete's likely to offend the purist the most. Not that he minds. Max at Vintage Moto designed and built a perfect mirror image of the dashboard's metal frame to overcome the usual right-hand drive conversion oddity of having a dash sloping from left to right. Using digital printing to recreate the dash bezel and glove box door, it now looks better than factory. And to set it all off, and the purists, Pete's installed Dakota instruments that give better information for your driving pleasure.
Well, that sort of goes against the grain of, like the plumber's kitchen or something like that, so it never gets done, but you seem to get work done on your cars.
That's the reason behind the rental business.
Gotcha.
I get to do...
That was in the business plan, was it?
That was in the business plan, yeah. Free time to do the next thing. I always like to do the next thing. That ute will be the next thing. That's probably more unique than anything else we've done here.
Right. Okay, let's have a look at it. Let's have a look over there.
There's not much to see at the moment.
No? Okay.
That's a bit of a camera off jobby, that one.
Right, oh, okay, okay. Got a rear wing, looks like it's taken off a VK Commodore,
something like that. This
a VL, is it? I think it was.
VL, yeah,
the
maybe.
Walkinshaw one.
Walkinshaw, anyway.
Yeah.
This is a land speed car. It was built for the Salt Lakes in South Australia. It has run 204 mile an hour. I don't know what class. The car came here to run 208 mile an hour. I have so many projects on the go. This just is sort of at the bottom of the barrel, and the owner has so many projects. This is at the bottom of the barrel. So
was it run by him as a?
No, it was run by somebody else. It was blue then, and he's gone away and made it his own by putting the Eleanor body kit on it and painting it another colour.
Right, right.
It's usually what happens when you buy a second-hand race car. You paint it another colour and it becomes yours instead of theirs.
Yeah, sure, sure.
If that's sort of how it goes.
So this is a possibly, maybe.
Possibly, maybe. Yeah, that's right. It's a bit of a possibly, maybe. I have other things to do for the same person.
Right. Okay.
I can only do so much.
Yeah, sure. And up on the hoist, what we got up there?
It's a 63 Thunderbird. We're just waiting for it to be delivered now. As the tow truck will come for it next week.
What was that in for?
It had been in storage for more than 20 years. So it sat still, no one had used it. The tyres were brand new, but they were shot because they let themselves down over 20 years and destroy themselves. Mainly it was here to become roadworthy and safe, or usable. It just sat too long. And a lot of the bushes were gone, a lot of things were leaking. The gearbox blew up. We backed it out one day and that was the end of it. It just stopped working. So he has a lot of Mustangs, so we look after his other Fords. And it's ready to go. I'm waiting for it to go.
Great.
Thunderbirds are big cars, and
sure.
they take up a lot of room.
Sure.
And but it'll be out of here soon. Nice car, beautiful. It's very original. It's the way it was delivered. It hasn't been played with at all.
Mm-hmm. All right, Pete. Well, it's been absolutely brilliant. Thanks for letting us pop on by. It was just turning up out of the blue and giving us a show around.
That's all right. No, I got a bit of free time.
It'd be great to come back and see some.
I hope to see you again, and we'll talk about some other things.
Great stuff. Nice.
All right, no
Thanks very
dramas.
much, mate.
Thanks
Cheers.
for that.
If you love this video, you're going to absolutely love this one. So click on the screen and watch that, and I'll see you in the next video.